At the beginning of the school year, when I was looking at the drawings created by the artists in the second grade, this one stuck out to me. And it stuck out to me for obvious reasons. I think you can kind of tell. It's dark. He's a dark monster. I had to sit down with the high school student and be like, look, we don't know what was going on in the artist's mind. The second grader is hoping that you're going to turn this into a real life three-dimensional sculpture. It doesn't need to be the darkest, scariest thing that you've ever made, but I do think you need to make an effort to honor the drawing. And this is the sculpture. He's incredible. The additional challenge is that we had a high school student in creative writing who needed to write a story just about this monster. And the first time I read his story, it was a little dark. And I had to say, this is appropriate for high school, but I think we need to tone it down a little bit because we don't know if this student artist, the second grader, had it in their mind that this guy was going to be a bad guy, or if he was kind of like Batman, kind of like dark but good. And we don't want to like crush his dreams. So let it be a little dark. Second graders can handle a little dark, but kind of rein it a little bit. So here he wrote it. And on Friday night, we had our monster exhibit where the second graders and the high schoolers got to meet. And this high schooler who made this sculpture was there. The high schooler who wrote the story was there. And the second grader who drew the drawing was there. And at one point I looked over and this big, tall senior boy was down on his knees reading the story he wrote to the second grader. And the look on the second grade artist's face was just pure joy. And when the whole thing was done, someone said, "Hey, did you like that story?" And the second grader said, "It was the best story I've ever heard." There were lots of smiles. There were lots of very funny interactions between second graders and high schoolers. And we certainly built the community and the sense of camaraderie that we were really hoping for. And it was a huge success. So I can't show you their faces, but I hope you can tell from these photos here. I am protecting the students' privacy here because they are minors that do not belong to me. But what you can hopefully trust me on is that there are huge real-life smiles behind these emojis. And each second grader who got to meet their high school artist was just ecstatic. And it was such good vibes shared all around that evening. It was tons of fun. And I can't wait to do this again next year.